Hello, this is Mantra from Video Gamers, and this is the Demon Firesage fight. It's one of the boss fights that takes place in the lava area, and it comes after the Ceaseless Discharge fight. This fight is incredibly similar, if not, an outright just copy of the fight you have with the Stray Demon in the Undead Asylum, and the model is the same pretty much except for the flames and all as the guy that you fight in the tutorial level, actually. Also in the Undead Asylum, but, a little bit earlier in the game. This fight is not terribly difficult if you do it right. Just avoid the butt slam attack. That's very easy, and it gives you a free chance to wail away at him. He'll oftentimes do that 2 to 3 or sometimes even 4 or 5 times in a row, which is good for you, bad for him. He has this attack where he stabs this big old blade thing into the ground and blows stuff up. Run away from it. It's very easy to spot and get away from as long as you're not stuck in a corner or whatever. That's an important thing. Don't get stuck in a corner. It's a very bad idea because he will be able to actually butt slam you then an attack that is otherwise pretty much harmless and doesn't hit anything. He is actually quite dangerous at a significant range because he has such range on his melee attacks. So watch out for that and try and keep closer to him than I was right there. And here is his most annoying attack, however. The one where he sort of sticks his hand out and blows the area up in front of him. You pretty much have to be behind him or very far away from him to avoid that. And it's better to be behind him because you're very far away from him. He'll start doing his melee attacks, and that can be a pain. They are, if you get hit by them, they will do a lot. And if you don't block it, they can sometimes one-shot you because of how much damage they deal. So you really only want to be having to deal with his butt slam attack and the sort of force explosion attacks. And you get to deal with those if you're closer to him. You can avoid pretty much all of his normal melee strikes by being right next to his body, not to a side, one way or the other. As you can see, that does have quite the radius on it, but it doesn't do a terrible amount of damage. So, yeah. There I'm going to get hit with the force attack, and that's kind of a pain. But, it also doesn't do a ton of damage. It wears you down over the length of the fight. Yeah. That's pretty much it. One thing I did have a little bit of a problem with at various times when fighting monsters like him, the other bosses that are like him, specifically the Stray Demon and him in a different playthrough, was that sometimes my halberd would actually go beneath his body, meaning that I couldn't hit him when I went at him immediately from in front of him. So you might want to watch out for that and try and hit him more from the side, because then you're pretty much guaranteed to hit one of his legs or whatever. Also, the running attacks do the different style of strike that will always hit him pretty much if you aim anywhere near his body. So, yeah. He'll do that leap back thing and then try and smash you. That's not so much a problem because it doesn't seem to home. And then he'll just shoot some more force blasts at you that doesn't have a terrific range as long as you're backing up as you see it start. So, yeah, I would recommend not trying to block his attacks and instead trying to roll in, under, or around them. The fight's fairly simple. Aside from that, the only thing that might give you some trouble is the fact that the room has all these branches everywhere, and you might get stuck on one of them while trying to run away from him, or get stuck behind them, for example, and you don't really want to be stuck in close quarters with him, because then he can just blow you up with impunity. And that's about it. I don't really see much else to say. Yeah. So I'm about to kill him, and there you go. That's the fight. Good luck doing it yourself.